Doomwillow Beach location in Wuchang Fallen Feathers is a symbolic map of death itself. The three paths I've walked through aren't random roads. They represent the journey of the soul through the afterlife, shaped by Chinese mythology, historical tragedy and spiritual decay. At first glance the setting feels like a battlefield. Ruins, bodies, red water, and something deeply wrong beneath it all. But the paths don't just branch physically, they define meaning. High ground, middle roads, and the water's edge all carry different emotional weight beyond gameplay. So why is Doomwillow Beach structured this way? And what is it actually trying to say? The most important thing I've understood is that three roads aren't just level design. They are direct representations of the afterlife structure found in Chinese cosmology. When I look at the area layout, it feels less like exploration and more like being sorted. The higher path feels deliberate, almost elevated in purpose. The middle path feels chaotic but grounded. And the lower path, the waterline, is suffocating, heavy and corrupted. This aligns almost perfectly with the idea of Diyu, the Chinese underworld, where souls are judged and directed based on their karma. The high path reflects souls that still carry identity, status or clarity. The middle path reflects wandering souls, lost in transition. The low path represents the most corrupted state, where suffering becomes physical. What makes it especially powerful as for me is that you definitely feel this event without even knowing the lore behind it. There is this feeling of something fundamentally broken about Doomwillow Beach. It's not just a place where people died, it's a place where death stopped working properly. The environment itself tells this story. The red water, the mutated plant life, the overwhelming sense of stagnation. It all points to a world where the natural cycle has failed. In traditional Chinese philosophy, everything depends on balance, especially the flow of Qi, the life force. But here, that flow is blocked, corrupted. What I found most striking is how the beach in Wuchang Fallen Feathers feels stuck in time. Not frozen, but rotting in place, like something is refusing to move on. This ties directly into the idea of samsara, the cycle of death and rebirth. Normally, souls would pass through the death, be judged and continue on. But here they don't, they linger. The three paths reinforce this stagnation. Instead of guiding souls forward, they trap them into a loop. No matter which path you take, you're still inside the same broken system. That is what makes Doomwillow Beach so unsettling. And it's not just about death, it's about being unable to escape it. What gives Doomwillow Beach its additional weight is a history reference. The setting draws heavily from the collapse of the Ming dynasty, a time marked by violence. When I think about the beach as a mass grave, it stops feeling symbolic and starts feeling painfully real. It mirrors actual events where entire populations were wiped out and buried without dignity. The three paths begin to take on another meaning here, not just spiritual but social. The high path reflects those who once had power or structure. The middle path reflects majority, the ordinary people caught in chaos. The low path reflects those completely consumed by suffering. And so it becomes no longer just about afterlife. It's about how people experience death differently, even in life. The location name Doomwillow isn't accidental. In Chinese folklore, willow trees are deeply tied to death and the spirit world. They are often planted near graves and are believed to guide spirits or ward off evil. But here that meaning is inverted. Instead of guiding souls, the willow traps them. This inversion became even more disturbing when I've reached the Soulwood, a corrupted tree rooted in the bodies of the dead. Traditionally mystical trees like Janmu acted as bridges between heaven and earth, but the Soulwood boss does the opposite. It anchors everything downward, to decay into the underworld, to stagnation. By the way, when I think about three paths in this context, they even stop feeling like choices and start feeling like branches of the same trap. No matter where you go, you're still within the reach of the tree. This symbolism quietly removes the idea of escape. There is one final layer that ties everything together – confusion. In Chinese folklore, spirits are often said to struggle at crossroads. The belief is that spirits cannot easily navigate complex paths. They lose direction, they wander, and that's exactly how Doomwillow Beach feels. Even after I've investigated the whole location, it still felt disorienting. Paths loop, intersect, and blur together. There is no clear sense of forward momentum. In Wuchang Fallen Feathers, it's definitely designed to replicate the experience of a lost soul. And combining that with everything else, the broken cycle of death, the historical trauma, the corrupted symbolism, the full picture starts to show up. Doomwillow Beach in Wuchang Fallen Feathers is a place where movement itself has lost meaning. Thanks for watching, hit that like button and subscribe for more Wuchang Fallen Feathers lore and guide videos, and stay sharp out there.